Hi, I'm Christian Bidner, and this presentation demonstrates how to create a parts list for the 450L light curtain using Rockwell's ProposalWorks configuration tool. Once you've downloaded ProposalWorks and you've opened up the program, you're going to come to this screen. Simplest way to find the 450L light curtain configuration is to go to the catalog number filter and type in 450L. It'll immediately come up with the options for the 450L, and all you have to do in order to start configuring the light curtain is to click on the 450L guard shield. Another window will open up. That is your actual product assistance, and it'll guide you through the steps in order to configure the 450L light curtain. Clicking on safety light curtain transceiver sticks, you notice there's actually two options. Before I get into the options, let me first of all explain to you what a transceiver is. Rockwell has come out with a design that enables the sticks, for want of a better word, to be either a transmitter or a receiver dependent on the plug-in that you use. This means that from an MRO point of view, if you need to buy another transmitter or receiver, all you have to do is just simply buy another stick and then pull out the old plug-in and plug in the new insert for replacement. It means that you just reduced 50% of your inventory when it comes to light curtains because you don't have to specify whether you need a transmitter or a receiver. The transceiver stick is both, once again, dependent on the plug-in that you use. Now there are two options for the 450L light curtain. There's a standard option and there's an enhanced light curtain option. The standard option on and off type of design. It does have some reset capability and EDM monitoring, but for simple on and off capability, the 450B is a light curtain to use. The enhanced version has the capability of using muting, blanking, external device monitoring, as well as it has a built-in laser alignment tool that can be used. It also has cascading capability. But most applications, the designers are looking for simple on and off capability, so the standard light curtain is the one to use. Now, when you do pick this, make sure that you put quantity 2, because once again, it's a transceiver design. The next part that you have to then choose is the resolution. It is the minimum object size that will be continuously detected over the entire light curtain face. In this case, you have a 14mm resolution and a 30mm resolution. The old terminology was hand and finger safe. It really depends on your hand and your finger. Notice when you do choose a 14mm resolution that the range is maximum about 4 meters. If you go with a 30mm resolution, which may be hand safe to some people, notice that the range is up to 7 meters for this device. To me, the most popular resolution is 30mm because it covers most of the applications that I've seen out there in the industry. So we're going to pick 30mm. Next is you actually pick the size of the light curtain, in other words, the height of the light curtain. Notice the part numbers that are marked in dark blue. They're considered to be preferred available stock, which means they may be stock at Gerrie Electric or they may be stock at Rockwell. Anything in black means there might be slightly longer lead times. In this case, I'm going to pick a 900mm light curtain and I'm going to keep going that way. Notice right now the part number is pretty much complete. However, you do have to designate the plugins that you're going to be using. So for the transmitter side, once you click on the selection, it's going to come up with 3 different options. The first option is a simple M12 5-pin connection. This would be your simplest plug-in capability for the transmitter. You just have your 24 volt, you have your 0 volt, and you have your ground. The next option down actually pretty much has the same thing, but it's an 8-pin variety. And then the last option is what's considered a universal plug-in, which could be used for both a transmitter or a receiver design. And some people like that because they don't have to choose. It's just a very simple one-stop shop capability. In my opinion, the simplest solution is going to be the 5-pin model because it works very well with just simple power. Now you have to configure the receiver side. And once again, you have a 5-pin on and off capability. You have an 8-pin capability that now gives you EDM and also a reset capability, and now you have a universal plugin capability also too. The most simple plugin is the 5-pin version. I'm going to stick to that, and that gives you the simple wiring capability for 5-pin on the receiver side. You have your transmitter, you have your power, 24 volt, 0 volt, you have your 2 OSSD outputs, and you may have a range selection in there too. Since this is a simple design, simple for on and off, you have your OSSD outputs. A lot of times customers want to convert that OSSD outputs, which is a solid state output, into a relay output. They would then choose a safety relay that they would feel comfortable with to be able to do that conversion. The MSR127 is the most popular safety relay that we do sell. You simply click on that and you're pretty much done. On the cord set side, the configurator has already configured for you a 5-meter cable for both the transmitter and receiver. You simply click accept. Equipment list, a BOM will be created. That will then show you everything that is in the package for that particular light curtain. So once again, very important, the transceiver means you have to pick quantity 2 for the transceiver design. You have your transmitter plugin, your receiver plugin, your safety relay that does the monitoring of the device, and then you also have your 5-pin cables that goes with that. If you want to configure a 450L, the enhanced version, go back into the configurator assistant, go into selection, and then make sure you click on 2 pieces for the enhanced model. Once again, the enhanced model gives you the muting, blanking, external device monitoring, cascading, as well as the laser alignment tool option in this selection. Resolution, we'll pick 30 millimeters again because it's the most popular and has the longest range. And the protection height, I'm going to pick the 36-inch light curtain again. For the plug-in option, once again, you have 3 options here. For simplicity's sake, we're going to pick the 5-pin M12 capability because it's just, once again, the simplest way to wire the device. On the receiver side, notice we actually have more options now available. It's going to be broken down into if you just want simple on and off capability on the receiver, if you want to have a receiver with an 8-pin model that has EDM and reset capability, if you want to add the universal plug-in, and then you have a blanking and muting capability plug-in option. I'm going to pick a 8-pin M12 because I know this particular option actually is backward compatible to our 440L light curtains. In other words, if you have an existing 440L and you want to upgrade to the newest 450L series, this 5-pin option on the transmitter side and the 8-pin option on the receiver side is a drop-in replacement for you. If you want to cascade this light curtain, you can click an option from here. In this case, we're going to leave it be. And to simplicity's sake, I'm going to pick the same safety relay that we had in the standard version, and that's the MSR127. Cables are pre-configured for you. If you do want to go and change the cable size, you can go into the configurator, change that, the 5 to a 10, and then you would have a 10-meter cable capability. Simply click accept, and a BOM will now come up on your equipment list. There you go. So this is how you configure the 450L Guard Shield light curtain. I'm Christian Bidner, Safety Product Manager for Gerrie Electric. If you have any questions, please do feel free to reach out and contact me at Gerrie Electric.